Okay, so for those of you watching this in the advanced chemistry class, we have one more thing to talk about with ionic compounds, and that is hydrates. So basically, what hydrates are, they are an ionic compound that contains water in its crystal structure. So this is shown in their formula. There's usually a specific and known number of molecules of water present in their formula. And so how we're going to do this is in the formula, right? The water, H2O, is placed at the end, separated by a dot or asterisk, and a number is placed before H2O to indicate how many water molecules are present. And then when we're naming it, right, the compound's named normally, the word hydrate is added at the end with a numerical prefix. These numerical prefixes are in your periodic table packet. You're not going to have to memorize them, but perhaps and hopefully several of these will be familiar to you, so you won't have to worry about them too much. So let's do one example where we go from name to formula, and then one example from a formula to name. Right, so for this first one, going name to formula, let's go with potassium chloride trihydrate. Right, that's going to be our name. So we look, we find potassium A, find that it has one charge. Find chloride, L, it has a -1, and then trihydrate. Right, get to that in a second, but let's balance our charges first. 1, great. We don't need any subscripts. Like that, put our dot. So if you look up tri, it's going to be 3. Hydrate, meaning water. Hopefully by this point in your lives you know formula for water. Whoa, that's it. There we go. Potassium chloride trihydrate. Okay, so now we're going to go from formula to name. And we're going to go, let's see, 4, 5, H2O. Okay, we look on the periodic table, Cu, copper. We find it in the D block, so we know we're going to need a Roman numeral. SO4, right? The 2 elements. So this is a polyatomic ion. If you look on your polyatomic ion sheet, you'll find that this is sulfate. And then we look over here, 5H2O. You look at your prefixes, penta, H2O, hydrate. Now we're going to go back, figure out this Roman numeral. And if we look, sulfate 2, we know that there is not more than one sulfate because it does not have parentheses, right? So we know that the total negative charge is -2. We look, there is no subscript on the copper. Only one of them has to be a +2 charge. So we say copper 2 sulfate pentahydrate. That all we've got for hydrates. So there is your little bit of extra naming. We'll see you in class.